Good morning, 2B. This is your second English lesson. It's Tuesday, the 6th of July. So just before we start our lesson today, I would like you to have a look at the picture on the screen and have a go at writing me an exclamation sentence. So remember to start your sentence with what or how, and think about what punctuation you might need at the end. So pause the video now and have a go at writing a sentence for me. So how did we get on then? Would you like to read your sentence out loud? Fantastic. And have you checked to see whether you have used an exclamation mark at the end of your sentence? Well done. So I've just done a couple here for you to have a look at. Maybe yours is similar to mine. So we've got, what large chickens they are. How small does the man look? What fun the man is having. Okay, so today's lesson, we're going to think about what makes a good friend. We've all got some fantastic friends in 2B, and we've got some wonderful qualities that makes us be a good friend. Okay, so I want you to have a little think in a minute. I want you to record on paper some of your ideas. So these are the questions I want you to be thinking about. How does a friend make you feel? Okay. What qualities, so that's what things a person has, that's part of their personality. What qualities does a good friend show? And how could you make your friend feel happy? So I'd like you to pause the video, and on paper I'd like you to list some things, some ideas about how a friend makes you feel, the qualities of a good friend, and how you could make your friend feel happy. Okay, so pause the video now for me. Okay, so hopefully you came up with some of these ideas. So here we have our friends here, and good friends, they play with us. They choose us to be partners. So if we're in PE and I say, right, I want you to find a partner, good friends like to partner up with other children. They are good listeners. Okay, so a good friend is a good listener. They're good at sharing. They like to compliment us. I wonder what that word might mean. If you compliment somebody, that's right. If you compliment, that means you are saying something nice to somebody. So it might be, your hair looks nice today, or I like that t-shirt you're wearing, or you're very smiley today. Okay, and it makes the other person feel good about themselves. So it's always nice to compliment other people. And friends, I think this is a really important one. Friends make us laugh. Yeah, good friend, you can have fun with them, and they make you laugh. And then I've just added a few. Good friends are helpful, whether it's being helpful in the playground, helpful in the classroom. Kind, obviously, that's an important one. And being caring and thoughtful. Now, there are lots more qualities that friends have, so you've probably got many, many more, which is brilliant. Okay, right, we're going to have a look at a scenario now. A scenario is a situation, not a very nice situation actually, with this little boy called Oliver. Okay, so I want you to have a little read of this now and think about what you could do to help Oliver in this situation. So no one will play with Oliver at playtime, even though he asked to join in the games. Okay, so this is about what you could do to be a good friend to Oliver. Okay, so pause the video now and have a little think, or if you want to write your idea down, then do so. What would you do to help Oliver? Okay, so pause the video now. Okay, so what would you do? You could ask Oliver if he would like to play with you. Okay, and we talk about this in class, don't we? If you see somebody by themselves, whether it's on the buddy bench or just being alone in the playground, is to go over to them and see if they're okay and ask them if they would like to join in with your game. because I know that if you were to feel like that and be by yourself, you would like somebody to come in and offer you into their game. Okay, let's have a look at another one. What would you do here? We've got Lily. Someone hit Lily in the playground and called her a mean name. So what could you do? How could you be a good friend to Lily? Okay, pause the video and have a think. Okay, so what would you do to help Lily? Maybe you might go over to Lily and see if she's okay. Ask her if she's all right, and tell her to stop or to ignore the nasty person, and that she's a kind girl. So you could compliment Lily and tell her that she's not mean, that she's a kind friend, and not to listen to people who are nasty. And you could even take her to see the teacher, okay, because it's something that we don't like to see or to hear in the playground. We like our children to be nice to one another and caring. Okay. Right, I'm going to play a short video now, and it's about friendship. And in this video, I'd like you to think about who is being unkind and what are they doing that isn't kind, and how does the small boy feel, and then who becomes his friend and what do they do. Okay, so I'll play the video and I want you to be thinking about what is happening in the video, who's being unkind, and who's being a good friend.
Writing's not that easy, but Grammarly can help. This sentence is grammatically correct.
Okay, so what I'd like you to do now, I'm going to pause the video again and I want you to just have a re-look at these questions and note down any ideas that you can think about from the video. Okay, so pause the video now for me. Okay then, so let's have a little think about who wasn't being kind in the video. Yes, there were two tall boys. If you notice, they were playing basketball and they were making fun of the small boy because they thought he was too small to play basketball. So they didn't let him join in. So they weren't being kind at all. And the small boy, he walked off, didn't he? He was feeling very, very upset, very lonely. And if you noticed, he started to cry. Okay, but luckily, the little girl came along, didn't she? And she wanted to play basketball. She was going to join in until it started to rain. And then they decided to go and sail a boat together and be friends. So the girl, she was being a good friend in that video, wasn't she? She was, even though he was by himself, she was offering her friendship, which is something that we should do in our playground. If children are not letting others join in their games, then you could be the good friend who lets them join in with your game. Okay, so we're going to do an activity now for the rest of the lesson. And the activity, oops, let me just get it up, there it is. I would like you now to have a go at drawing an outline figure, similar to the one I have, of a person, and I would like you to record lots of adjectives around the person describing what makes a good friend. So think about what we've discussed today and all the different words that we've used that makes friends good friends. Okay, remember we use the word showing kindness and being thoughtful and making our friends laugh, sharing with our friends. Okay, so I'd like you now to work on, whether it's in a book or on paper. I'd like you to have a go at doing this activity for me, and keep all those ideas that you make, keep them, because we're going to use them in tomorrow's lesson. Okay, so take care everybody, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye bye.